Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we've got another airplane model to review. Now today I won't be reviewing any Matchbox Skybusters, but I have ordered the Ford Tri-Motor, and that's coming real soon, and I'll be doing a review of that on the channel. And of course I'll be doing a comparison video also between a 400 scale and the Matchbox Skybuster airplanes together. Now that will be a separate video as well, which I have promised to a viewer, and that video will be coming real soon, so stay tuned for that one. So today, this one just arrived in the mail, and it is a brand new airplane model. This is the 16 centimeter 1 and 500 scale model, I believe, and this is not from Temu. I got this from Shopee, and yeah, it just arrived. It is a very nice little packaging, nice little, looks like, yep, it's a nice one. It looks like it's very nice intact and right in here. So without further ado, let's crack it open and let's just see what we've got. So here it is. There's the box. Very, very, very nice. So what do we have here? Right, SA787. I think we pretty much know what that one is going to be. Let's open it. Okay, as usual, we've got our clear, transparent display stand. And wow, it is nicely bubble wrapped inside. This seller deserves a 5-star rating. Indeed. Alright, that's a brand new model. Just found out this model just came out just a few days ago, and I jumped the wagon and purchased it. There it is. It's the Saudi Arabia Airlines Saudia 787 Dreamliner. Awesome. Looks like a very nice model. Now, just give me a sec, guys. I'll go grab a scissors and I'm gonna open up the wrapping. Got this cut open. Now let's just take the airplane out of the packaging. Alrighty. So there it is. The Saudia Airlines, Saudi Arabian Airlines 787 Dreamliner. I'm not sure. I think this is the 787-8 liner. I think this is the -8 version. Now this is a brand new model for 2024, for late 2024. And this is, I mean, it just came out a few days ago. I just saw it for sale on Shopee and I decided to grab it, and it's only 18 ringgit. This is actually a very, very cheap model, and it is packed with detail. I mean, of all the Dreamliner models I have seen from this company, aircraft model, or the ones that sold on Temu from China, I think this one has got the most detail that I've ever seen. I mean, I've seen so many models that has been packed with, I mean, all the extra details which I never seen before, like the cargo door detail, even some tiny little, you know, all these sensor details and stuff like that. There we go. We've got the pitot tubes, you know, the sensor tubes and all that. And of course, we've got the SkyTeam Alliance logo, which is pretty cool. And we've got the Saudi Arabian logo right there, the flag. That is a pretty neat model. It is absolutely gorgeous. Sweet. I love the colors on this one. This is actually the updated retro color that Saudia is now currently using on all their airplanes. I really like it. I mean, I really like what Saudia is doing now. You know, they're bringing back this really classic retro look. I really love the green, and I love the blue. There's a two-tone blue right there. And of course the white, the green engines, those Rolls-Royce engines. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. It's nice and clean at the front. Now this model, I mean, especially this brand, are notorious for making a lot of boo-boo mistakes, especially with the paint applications or with the detail. But I think on mine, the only thing that I discovered that is not so good is just the front nose. Yeah, the stripe is a little faded on the front there. It's kind of like it's been smudged off. So that's the only problem right there. But that's okay. I mean, it's not too bad. I mean, for those who can get away with it, you know, if you're okay with it, no problem. But the most important thing, there are no paint bubbles on the paint, especially on the fuselage or on the wings, the tail wings. These are very nicely done. Even the tail as well. The tail is nicely painted. Maybe for a slight paint bubble right up there, but that's not too bad. Yeah, that's die cast. Well, it's not actually die cast. It's actually alloy. I've always thought these were die cast, but these are actually alloy airplanes, made out of alloy material. They're really lightweight. They're not too heavy now. I mean, years ago, like more than 10 years ago, these models were actually a lot heavier. They got a much heavier alloy material, and nowadays they are reducing the metal, reducing the cost of the material, so they made it more lightweight and more cheaper. Now, these are budget models, by the way, but I think this is a really good budget model. The detail is excellent. I really like it. Now these are powder prints. According to sources that I found out online, the paint they use for these detailing are actually a powder type paint that they use. The print is actually not too bad. They're pretty crisp. So let's just take a closer look at the plane from the front. Okay, we've got some very nice cockpit canopy paint job there. Of course, we've got the SkyTeam Alliance logo right at the back of the cockpit. Very nice and crisp. You can clearly read the word SkyTeam. You've got the door. It's got some pretty good details there. Of course, even the stripe that runs across the airplane. Sorry, I'm just trying to clear this up. There we go. And we got the Saudia logo in English and of course in Arabic. And then we've got the windows. And then the engine has got the Saudia logo on it, which is pretty cool. Luckily they printed that on top. And then running down to the rear end of the airplane, we've got Dreamliner. We've got the nice Dreamliner print there. Just a slight little paint. I think it's paint dust or something like that. I think I can just rub it off a little. There we go. And of course we got our cargo door, nicely done. And our serial number, HZAR29. And there's the tail. Yeah, it's just like the front of the plane, so the print doesn't go all the way, which is a shame. And of course we got our logo on the tail. Pretty nice. It's pretty well done. I love it. This is actually a very nice win of an airplane. Now this model is readily available. You can get this right now on Shopee. For those of you who want to get this, especially for my Malaysian viewers, if you want to get your hands on this, a link down below in the description so you can go get one. Now for my viewers from outside Malaysia, if you want to get your hands on this model, I suppose probably you could try Temu. It might be available on Temu, I'm not really sure, but you could try and search it out because these models tend to be generally available on Temu. Because these are from China, by the way. So, okay, now let's put it on the stand. And later after this, we're gonna do some comparisons and some side-by-side with all the other airplane models that I have reviewed so far on the channel. Okay. Very nice, tight fit. And there we go. And there we have it. There's the airplane on the stand. It's very nice. Now this is not the only one that I saw on Shopee online. This is the 16 centimeter size. Okay, they always call this the 16 cm size airplanes, which is actually, I think it's close to around 1 in 500 scale. Okay, but these are not 1/400 scale, by the way. They're close. I mean, it's close. Almost 400. It's between a 400 and a 500 scale. But don't forget, these are the budget model, by the way. These are the cheapo budget models, but they're pretty good for budget collectors like me or anyone who is interested in getting these models, you know? Wow, that's awesome stuff. Alright, so we'll be right back. I'm going to bring out some airplanes as well. That's part of the series. And we're going to do some side-by-side comparisons. Alright guys, so there you go. I bought out 5 extra airplanes here. So these are the ones that I could able to find that I've done before on the channel. So here's a side-by-side comparison between all of them. These are one of the latest ones, especially Aerom Mexico. These are brand new. This one I got from Thailand. This is not available in Malaysia yet, but I found this. This was available now in China and in Thailand. And of course, you can get this one on Temu as well. And of course, Air India. You could probably find that one easily on Temu or from China. But in Malaysia, this one is actually very hard to find. S7 especially, that one is still a brand new. That's actually an updated color, which hasn't been appeared in this country yet. But I'm very surprised that Saudia has already appeared. This is actually, I've never seen an announcement for this one. This one just came out of the blue, and I was able to get this one. So it's pretty cool. And of course, the Malaysia Airlines A380, which has been around for quite a while now. But this is actually one of the latest updates, which I hope they retain, because I think this is the best one, in my opinion. Yeah, this one has got the, unfortunately there are mistakes as well with this one, especially the blue stripe on the back, the ribbon, that's not accurate like the real plane. And the Star Alliance logo, I mean, Malaysia Airlines is a non-Star Alliance member. It is a One World member, but unfortunately, whoever made this in China, the factory that built these models, they kind of fudged up that detail there. So instead of a One World, they put Star Alliance. Not sure why, but at least the rest of the detail is accurate. We got the 100 A380, and of course we have 9M MNF. But at least what I like about this model, at least it's got extra details that we don't see on the other models like before. Normally, when companies like this, when they build budget models, when they make these budget models, especially the Malaysia Airlines A380, they tend to be mistakes or less accurate details. I think the same mistake I've always seen with this model is the inaccurate ribbon. And of course, the position of the WOW logo, the Malaysia Airlines WOW on the tail, is always a little too low or on a slanty angle. But this one is slightly on the upper angle, like on the real actual airplane, except that there are inaccuracies as well. It's supposed to be, you know, touching the end of the tail. The end of the WOW logo has to be touching the tail, the leading edge itself. But I mean, it is what it is. It's still a very nice looking model due to its details. I mean, I like it because it's got extra details added on, even though it's not the greatest. Not too worries. And of course, we've got Air India. Let's just have a look at Air India over here. And this is actually a very nice model. This is a brand new A350 model as well. This is the I mean, there are two versions of the A350 now. This is the slightly shorter fuselage, and then they actually made one with a slightly longer fuselage. And of course, even the engine is slightly different on this one. This one looks a lot more of the bigger, much more of a fatter engine. I mean, I don't have the other one to show you guys. I mean, I think it was the Vietnam Airlines. I mean, I got that as a short. You can probably check that one out, guys, on my channel. So this is actually a pretty nice looking model. This is the updated Air India color. It's got the Air India logo at the bottom there. And of course, the updated Air India logo, airline logo right there on the tail. It's pretty cool. And of course, this is a Star Alliance. Yeah, this is a Star Alliance airline member. Awesome stuff, guys. This is actually a very nice color. I like the red and the white, and of course the yellow and blue. Pretty cool stuff. All right, and then up next we got S7 right here. S7 airline. This is actually a Russian airline. I think it is one of those low-cost airlines in Russia, but I really like the color on this one. It's got the lime green, and it's got the slightly darker green here and the white stripe. I mean, this is a very unique color, and it's got the S7 at the back for the logo. This is an A320, by the way. Not sure if this is the A320 Neo or the A320, the regular A320. Like they painted the olive green on the ends of the winglets. Pretty cool stuff. Our engine is nicely done. But this one has got no... This one doesn't have the cargo doors, unfortunately. I mean, some of these airplane models, they generally tend to leave out the cargo doors. So, but the paint job, the details are also powder coated paint. So it's actually pretty good, except that it's missing the cargo doors, which is a shame. But not to worry. I mean, it's still a very nice looking model. And of course, we have the Emirates A380. Emirates, yes, this is actually the world famous airline. It's the A380. This is also just like the Malaysia Airlines. We got accurate details on this one as well. Let's just take an up close look here. You can clearly see there's the logo on, there's the Emirates logo. Let's just try to clear it up a little. It's very shiny. It's got a very shiny color look to it. That gold, shiny gold. It's pretty cool stuff. There is the registry at the back, A6EEJ. And there's the logo on the back, which is a very nice print, like a powder coated paint print. Of course, we got our Emirates logo on the belly as well. And there's the side. We got our cargo door, which is nicely done there. Same as on the rear. So actually, this is one of the few airplanes with a much better paint application that I've seen before. I've seen a lot of these A380 models, especially the 16 cm size, that's got very less detail. It's missing the cargo doors, and it's missing a few slightly minor details, especially on the doors here or on the windows. You know, I mean, it depends on the factory that makes these models. I mean, it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, I'm not sure why they leave out certain details and they updated it. You know, I really wish that when they update something, I really wish they kept, you know, the details and keep it going in that manner instead of updating and changing, you know, however they want to change. And then finally, let's just check out Aerom Mexico right here. Aerom Mexico, this is also a brand new model. This is a 787. This is the Quetzalcoatl livery. And of course, there is a missing Quetzalcoatl livery on the engine. There is a 20 cm size as well, the one with landing gears, which is also the budget one I've seen. But that model is slightly expensive, so I decided to skip that one. So I didn't actually purchase that model. I only got this one, the small one. But it's close. I mean, it's still pretty good. This is a pretty nice looking airplane. I mean, it's got some pretty good details on this one. It's got a lot of the Mexican hieroglyphics here. We got Dreamliner there. Really like the Aerom Mexico logo on the tail. It's pretty cool. If you're a Malaysian viewer, if you want to get this on Shopee, you're going to have to pay a little more to get this model. Now, I got mine for about, it's not 18 ringgit, by the way. It's more than 20 ringgit for this one, or 30 over ringgit. I got this one. Now, this one I bought from Thailand. Now, I can leave a link down in the description below if you were interested in getting this model. But you're going to have to pay a little more to get this model because this model is currently not available in this country. I mean, I have checked, I've seen, but nobody in Malaysia is currently selling this model, which I am oblivious. Normally, they would bring out new airplanes, but it depends. It doesn't matter which airline it is. It doesn't have to be a local airline like AirAsia or Malaysia Airlines, you know, Firefly, stuff like that. But they could always bring out an international airline. But for some reason, I mean, they left the Aerom Mexico out or the S7 Air India. So I'm not really sure. But whatever I could find, and if it's within the budget, I can buy it and I review it for you guys. But the Saudia was a real big surprise. Now this was a surprise. I didn't imagine that they would be releasing this updated model. This is a big win. I believe this is actually one of the nicest colors out there right now. I really love the Saudia color. This nice, lovely retro color, 787-8. Yeah, this is the Dash 8 version. This is not the Dash 9. This is the shorter fuselage variant. This is a lovely model. I really like the extra details they added on. Now, as I mentioned earlier, there is another version of this plane, a slightly bigger one, the 20 cm with wheels. It's exactly the same plane with the same detail as on this smaller 16 cm. It's now currently available in Malaysia as well. And I was actually going to get that model, but I will get it probably next time and review it for the channel. So in the meantime, I think this will have to do for now. So there you go, guys. That's it for today's video. And I'm going to wrap it up right here, right now. And as for the Matchbox Skybusters, if any of you guys who are still following my channel and on watching the Matchbox Skybuster videos, I have purchased the Ford Tri-Motor from Indiana Jones, and that is coming real soon, and I'll be reviewing that for the channel. And I'll be doing a side-by-side comparison video with other 400 scale models, which I have currently got in my collection to do, you know, just a side-by-side comparison and realism sort of thing for one of my viewers out there. So there you go. That's it for today. And please don't forget to click that like button down there and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys again next time on another aircraft model unboxing. Have a great day.